Pete Carroll here on the Rich Eisen Show, and it is great for him and it's great for you. You do have the 5th overall selection, and there's so many other conversations surrounding that pick. And prior to the signing of Geno, there was conversation in Indianapolis that maybe you do go quarterback at that spot, just take somebody for the long-term future. Is that still a viable option for you, do you think?
Yeah, well, I think, again, this is such a rare opportunity. We've been here for 13, 14 years. We've only had one other time when we picked in the top 10. And so now that we see it, and after, kind of in a frustrating fashion, you sit down there in the 20s or lower, and you just don't have a shot at guys like this. So now that we do, it's certainly top of mind, and we're going to really watch how this happens. It's not going to take long, soon it'll be honest. So, but we'll see what happens, and there's some great choices, and we'll figure it out. But that's definitely in a consideration.
Well, one guy that we know you spoke to, because he mentioned it to us the other day, was Anthony Richardson. And he said, by the way, I asked him over and over and over again who he met with and who he spoke to. There's only one team where he stopped, and he said that the coach left him starstruck. By the way, I'm not just saying because it's you here, but it was you.
You say it to all those.
I know it's true. He did. My guys here can absolutely attest. He's like, oh God, that's Coach. I've seen him on TV, and he enjoyed meeting you. I'm wondering, what your thoughts were meeting somebody who's 6'4", 244, who jumps and ran like him, and he's not a linebacker. He actually plays the quarterback position.
Yeah, well, it was a couple nights before he had done all that. That really just made a big splash on the big combine scene. But it was great to see him come through like that. I mean, that's the most athletic, productive quarterback I think ever, in terms of his numbers and all that. He was a really good kid to talk to. We had a lot of fun doing it and all that. Unlike I heard that I also got critiqued by one of the guys from last year,
Sauce.
Yeah,
man. He said
saying I was too close to him. I don't know what he's talking about.
He did. He said you were a close talker, is what he said.
Well, I don't know. I've never been across the table. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, I took my shirt off one time. I mean, I've done some stuff. I don't know what he's talking about.
That's what he said.
Anyway, so we had some fun with that.
Right. Okay.
But anyway, he was a real impressive. The quarterbacks were really impressive. Man, these guys are so well prepared, and they're just. It amazed me when each guy walked out of the room how far they have come, with their awareness and their presentation and their depth of knowledge of the game and stuff. It's why these guys are so special, and they're playing so early in their careers now as they get to the league.
And what about the rest of the prospect class that you saw, interviewed? Which would you identify as the deepest for the upcoming draft?
I don't know about that. There was. I guess that, I was really impressed with the tight end group. There was a bunch of guys that ran well, looked good.
Right.
That was a really consistent group. The running backs looked really good. DBs was a good group. Those are the ones that kind of jumped out. But we're still sorting it all out. I can't call it yet.
No, I hear you. I'm just wondering if there was something where you turned to, John or anybody else you're around to go, wow, this particular group is really looking good.
Oh yeah, that did come out. That came out like the groups I talked about.
Right.
There were some really nice presentations from the guys, and the guys are so well prepared. I don't know whether this NIL stuff or getting them ready for prime time. I don't know what it is, but they really seem mature and poised for the moment. Now the guys we selected to talk to were really guys that we like and all that, but they represented in a really marvelous fashion.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.